Welcome back to the Stretford End, everyone. We bring you once again the latest news and reports from Manchester United. And of course, it is now the update once again on Erik Ten Hag. As the thumbnail says, Erik Ten Hag is the man. And I want to give you the latest reports. But before we do that, how are you guys doing? Definitely leave your comments in the comment section below. And of course, continue to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. The link in the descriptions right at the bottom, and also continue to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube if you want to grow to at least 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So without further ado, let's get into the news. And of course, the latest reports have come out and have stated that Ralf Rangnick has been part of the process of identifying the new boss as he prepares to go into a consultative role. Man United believe the appointment of Ten Hag will not only help attract players, but also keep some of those whose future is up in the air. Now, that is fairly important, because with Ralf Rangnick, and I've said in the previous video that he was unaware of certain things, but with the latest reports coming out, it shows that the board has listened to the fans' voice. The board is now taking decisions in a positive manner. But of course, this could all be reports, this could all be false, this could all be just to give us a positive spin on things. But we'll have to wait and see. It is positive reports, and it is come from sources that are really close to the club. And it shows perhaps that the club is, of course, moving in the right direction and taking their time in deciding, the next manager, which again potentially will be Erik Ten Hag. Further reports have stated that Erik Ten Hag is the favorite to become Manchester United's new boss after a set of dossiers was completed on all candidates. Extensive research, them actually putting together portfolios, which is another word for dossiers, which basically allows for them to have more background information on these coaches, more deeper and extensive, detailed research done on the particular candidates. And of course, with it being done on Erik Ten Hag, I'm sure they must have gotten things that were positive and things that were more than, exceeding expectations, is what I wanted to say. Basically, with regards to, him being the number one candidate, being the preferred choice. And the report further states that the club have compiled exhaustive background checks on each of their possible targets, with the Ajax coach Erik Ten Hag coming out on top. Now, that does sound positive. It does sound fantastic. It does sound, like we are moving in the right direction. It looks like we could be getting Erik Ten Hag appointed as the new manager by the end of the week, maybe even as far as the end of the month. Of course, it's all reports. We don't know the exact truth, but these are people that are close to, the club in a whole, and they get given this information to put out there, for the fans to be able to feel positive, so that they can be involved, with regards to the process and how far the process is with regards to being completed. But of course, on the other hand, it could be true. It definitely could be news that we can cling to, because of the fact that everyone is saying it everywhere, that Erik Ten Hag will soon be Manchester United manager. And if there should be a complete U-turn and he doesn't become the manager, I guess the board will only be to blame for that. And that's probably because of their delayed reactions to having to make certain crucial decisions for the benefit and the future of this football club. They don't look at the reality of things, but they tend to first try to find their own personal benefit, whether it be financial or with regards to their image and brand, rather than putting the club and its footballing structure first, which is the primary objective of Manchester United. With this news, I also feel a bit of optimism. I feel that, perhaps this is something that is good for us as Man United supporters, for us to feel as if we are part of this process, and that we are able to, shall I say, look forward to a brighter future. But of course, we know that potentially it could be worse before it gets better. We need to qualify for the Champions League first of all. If you are in the Europa League, so be it. We take it as it comes. We take it on the chin, and we build from the bottom once again. If it is Erik Ten Hag who is the coach, as reports state, then it will definitely move forward in a positive direction. And it is this definitely something that we can look to cling on to and look to make sense of, because previous times the club have sent out positive reports, sent out positive news, but then they U-turn and they completely do what they wanted to do, and it just ends up in failure. We've seen it time and time again. If you haven't checked out the video, I've made extensive videos on Erik Ten Hag and why I feel, in my opinion, he is the perfect candidate to be the next Manchester United boss. The reports are saying it as well. So it looks like it's going in the right direction, and many of the times we see that the board tend to do what they feel is right and not listen to the people that are actually experienced and knowledgeable about these certain situations and in the football world itself. Hearing that the board is basically listening to Rangnick and that they are going to use, him in his consultative role with regards to, managerial decisions, and of course, players coming and going, that's only positive for us. If we can, I've said it before in previous videos, if you get Erik Ten Hag as the manager and Rangnick working above him, we're only going to make leaps and leaps forward into the right direction, which will be competing at the highest level, competing for trophies, and of course, potentially being successful and being a solid club with a solid base that can only get better and stronger as the years and the seasons go on. That is the basic news and the latest news that I brought to you for today. Of course, we will continue to do so when and if news does break out. Of course, I am your host, Sashin Johnson. For those who have just joined us and don't know about the Stretford End, the links to our various socials is in the description below, with our Twitter, Instagram, and our TikTok. Definitely check it out and give us a follow. Of course, also here on the YouTube channel, subscribe to it, like the videos, and of course, our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. That is it, me, Sashin Johnson from the Stretford End. Thank you very much for joining me. Till we speak again soon. Bye-bye.